All your dreadlong life, you had lived with despair, anguish, hatred. But none of these compare to your guilt. Of all the gods and kings and golden lords, why was it you she saved? Her light is dying, her life almost spent, and you will never learn why this chose to spare you. You know whose help she needs. Will you let her drown in your despair? Or will you sheathe your hate and ask them? Never. Still, you delay. You doom the only one you ever wished to save through your own stubbornness.
How did we just lose a significant percentage of our bioplasma reserves? Well, hello? Any techs care to run a diagnostic? That's no system fault. We've got an intruder. Triple robotic security on all vaults. There. Camera 5. What is that thing? Tenno? Oh, doesn't fight like a Tenno. Troops, monitor, but keep your distance. Am I on? Intruder! This is Captain Zero of the Ardent, in service to mighty Parvos. Whoever you are, stand down. Your actions will not be tolerated. Well done, whatever you are. It seems you have what you came for. But why? He's a what? Read me that entry again, Ensign. But what use would the Tenno Hunter have for medical-grade bioplasma? Track him.
You see? Futile. Only one can help her now. Tenno. Beard the beast in its den. You know the path of old.
Damn it! Signal lost.
Operator? Did you disable the security grid? Whoever is there, step into the light. Who's there? Operator? Umbra? Helminth. Orders assured. You will not harm my operator! Out! Orders assuredly heard something just now.
Whoa. Last guy who tried sticking me with a blade, things didn't go so well for him.
Stay calm, operator.
Oh, Jade.
Wait. Ordis. I don't think he's here for a fight. Are you?
That feather processing. It is from a Warframe. One who went missing around the time of the Oracle fall, but documentation is scarce. Almost redacted.
You're here for help. For a Warframe. Why? You hate Warframes. Unless... Is this one... like... you?
Order scouts anything is left of their sanity at this point.
Ugh, all right. I'll help. For them. Whoever they are.
Strange. A Warframe's power should last forever, but some additional factor is draining hers. I am unable to determine what.
We can't let her die.
To restore a depleted Warframe, Order suggests you turn to the base matter of which Warframes are made.
The infestation. Go. If you're serious about saving her, you need to spill a lot of infested blood. She needs cortichrome. And that has to be harvested directly from a juggernaut.
One of the old Corpus Hulks off Eris. Find me the cargo manifest. I want to know what he's searching for. He's woken a juggernaut. Clumsy. Unless he meant to? But why?
Just stand there, go! The longer we wait, the less of a chance we have of saving her.
Wait. Bioplasma. Now cortichrome. Could it be he's playing doctor? There's a Warframe at the bottom of all this. I'm sure of it. Alert the Sisterhood. No. Alert Vala herself. I want to deliver this asset to her personally.
draining her. It's speeding up, and she's not fighting it.
Jade.
Secure his ship. He's not going anywhere.
He's coming up. Get security in position. Do not screw this up for me. The Sisterhood doesn't give second chances.
Candidate, Brother Parvos is watching.
Captain, there's no Warframe down there. Just traces.
He took something. Rip it from his dead hands.
You're going to be a father, Soren.
But the legumes. If the Lord's found out...
You'll take care of us. Always. Won't you?
Serious.
Tenno, the shadow has fled. His lairs silent and empty. He will not return. Understand, she haunts this place. Her light has marred the earth. She whispers in the sleeping machines. Through the disintegration of her flesh, she lives on. In honor of my barren, void-scarred womb, I entrust Jade to you. He would not have wished this, but she would. I remain the great and terrible Unnatural.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
The system continues to fall into chaos. Check navigation for active invasions. Oh. It's you.
It's him. I knew he'd come after you next. Easy. You're scaring the kid.
You, my child. The great indifference wants to take. I want to let it. I feel only the call. You, my champion. Please, drown out that noise that beckons. If any other answers the call, no, it has to be you. Our paradox. Do you hear it? The calls of angels, devils, life itself. It's grown so loud. It tries to follow in his footsteps through time. You must find him first.
Check your inbox, operator. Maybe Ordis will get a message someday.
Tenno. None of us could hear the device that was calling from the abyss of history. The daughter of Hanhao heard it, and almost succumbed to its call. She raised her voice in song to drown it out, and that we did hear. I should have known she was waiting for you. You answered a call and, in a way, found an answer for me. The time is almost right to finish the Kalimos sequence. I will soon be able to send you to the city-state of Hulvania in the plague year of 1999. A most perilous time. Without your equipment, you would surely perish. Luckily, the vessels have a connection to Albrecht's volunteers that I believe I can exploit. You will not arrive unarmed, nor unarmored. We won't be late.
Hello, friend. You find me now amidst the bones of all I am, of the thing that mattered most to me in my too long life. I've made such a terrible mistake, you see. In a universe at its own throat, where every living thing works daily to keep body and soul together, there's not much appetite for history, for stories. The Levirian may not be a real place, a place you can reach out and touch. But to reality, it was anchored. And reality demands a tithe. It takes coin to keep this place rezzed. This shrine to memory. And a savvy businessman I was not. To be less than a man is to be a fool. And fool I was. Did I never tell you of Dante? No, I suppose I didn't. I suppose I hadn't the fortitude. The entirety of the Levirian is shaped by the lack of him, though perhaps only in ways that I can see. Though, by definition, a weapon of war, Dante was, first and foremost, a student of history. And he was my friend. Truthfully, much of the Levirian would not exist were it not for that bold, two-fisted academician's devotion to both myself and the cause of better understanding our history and ourselves. It shames me to think of what he would have to say about what I have done to our shared endeavor. Parvos Granum, you know the name. He of the gilded hand and gilded tongue. For an age, Parvos Granum, you know the name. He of the gilded hand and gilded tongue. For an age, he has sought what Dante and I had gathered together. Our collected treasures. For one such as Granum, there is no such thing as enough. In an age with no appetite for memory, maintaining a shrine to our shared history seemed folly. And so, in a low moment, I signed it all away. I do not know what possessed me in that moment. I have no need for money, or food, or shelter, or care. Perhaps I merely felt my time was done, that the past had served its use, and me along with it. Whatever the reason, I allowed myself an instant to feel my misery to be greater than my life's purpose. A momentary indulgence that may be paid by every future generation until the sun goes dark. I would give much for my friend to have been here. Dante and I, we tempered each other's unique compulsions. You would have liked Dante, I feel. His end began, as it did for so many souls, with the Entrati family. The patriarch of that benighted family had fallen into decadence and disrepute, his name sullied by controversy and implications of madness. Then an erstwhile associate of mine, a gentleman by the name of Lloyd, a Master Entrati's man for more than a lifetime, well, vanished. Lloyd, his master, and his entire lineage just gone. There were rumors, of course. Master Entrati was known at that time for outlandish claims and questionable science relating to voices he was hearing, I believe. Gods from beyond the veil and whatnot. After the disappearances, Dante, never one to let a good mystery go, insisted on infiltrating the Entrati manse and learning the truth for himself. I, however, being more familiar with the confidential details of Master Entrati's interests, urged him otherwise. I suppose you wonder why I would do such a thing if I believed Master Entrati to be fit for little more than the asylum. Lloyd was, as I said, a dear friend. We spoke often. His last missive to me was a simple one. We end as we began. As a student of history and its occult apocrypha, I know the terrible import of those words, and so I cautioned Dante to remain by my side. He promised to do so, then did otherwise, and I never saw him again. Perhaps I was not so deft at tempering him as he was of me, and that, I suppose, was my first great failing, the parent of this second and most final one. I imagine you've surmised why I have summoned you here. To ask that, in the name of whatever friendship we share, to lend your aid to my impossible predicament. To help preserve, not me, not this shadow of a man I once was, but to keep this monument to history alive, so that future generations may learn from it and never repeat our most shameful mistakes. Granum's obsession with that bygone age demands pieces of such. Ironic, really, that one man's interest in history serves only to strip an edifice whose singular purpose was to protect it. But there remains one slim hope: the sourcing of artifacts from places other than the Laverian, sourced by you at my direction. Help me, friend. Help me, that my one great and final mistake not be the error that turns our collective history and the work of lifetimes to a single miserable use. making a rich man richer.
Ordis wonders, why is he here? Ordis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
The probability of us working together has converged on never. Time is credit, Tenno. So we'll forego the usual formalities. We have a dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people. Have you heard of them? I see. Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really. The Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested. A dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods. But I've received disturbing news. That cleric of greed, Nef Anyo, has raided their colony, making off with more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us. Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about. Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray? I'll pray for the Tenno to come. I'll pray for the Tenno to save my family.
That's Niwa. She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation. Before we can rescue Niwa and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses. Our financial strength is useless against the mindless horde. We need Tenno muscle. Will you help Niwa's people? Such generosity! I knew the Myconians could rely on you, Tenno.
Tenno, I trust Ergo Glast, but a colony that survives amid the infestation? It seems...
In his gluttony, Mr. Anyo took more than Mycona's most promising youth. He left the colony defenseless. 3 gateways lead into the colony. They all need to be shut.
Tenno! I never thought...
Broodmother! The Tenno are real!
See those infested tumors? Growing with malignancy. As greed did among the Corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates until these growths are destroyed. The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them. Don't let greed win. One door has been closed. 2 remain. Carry on. When that gluttonous freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left these people defenseless. And for what? Profit? Typical Corpus mindset. Here's the second security gate. Destroy the infestation so that colonists can force it closed. Ah, that's it. Now make sure the Myconians can finish the job and close the gate. Only one more to go. These people are survivors. Over generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. To earn a living is all should have the right to do, never asking for charity. Like the Baron sequence. They were Corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed. If only Mr. Anyo shared this vision. You know what to do. Take out the growths. Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish their job. but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back. The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment. Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
This is all thanks to you, Tenno.
Another job well executed.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno, but now we must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you. Return the Triuna, and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk. To beat Mr. Anyo at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul Index.
Who rules the Index? Find out when the bell rings.
By the void, Ergo Glass! I thought you hated my Index.
Yes, well, since you refused our generous offer for their return, we've come to play the odds and win back the souls you stole. Tell me, are you feeling lucky?
Luck.
Index points up for grabs. transaction. Points in the open. Restrain enthusiasm for that capitalization. Points in the open. Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling! The 10-0 score! Investors get jittery! Investors are eyeing those drop points! Brokers, trading is complete! Market upset! 10-0 win! Sark hides from boss. Investors, ready your brokers! The index is about to open!
You never were much of a gambler. Haven't you risked enough already?
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my resignation, I've never been richer. I've gained a soul and seen the truth of wealth. On you, the rising tides of prosperity ought to raise all who brave the ocean.
Careful, Glast. You might drown.
Points in the open! Investors smiling on that capitalization. Points in the open! Broker down! The 10-0 are splitting up the index! Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Nest taking big hits on the index! Bad day for Annual and his investors. Points in the open!
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
And the index closes!
Congratulations, Deno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
This is the index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
We want our prisoners back. Wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Fine, I'll throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl, she stays with me.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt!
Broker down! Broker down! What a transaction! Index points up for grabs!
Interesting performance, Glast. But do your brokers have the credits to keep going?
Glast, why is Neff so interested in Niwa? What are you not telling us?
I can only assume Anyo is trying to bait us back to the Index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I see.
I'm willing to bet one or two of these useless children if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence. All those executives will surely come crawling back to me. Fodder for the Index.
Capitalists, are you ready for the Index? And the brokers are off! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Broker down! The 10-0 score! Investors get jittery. Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket. Points in the open. Index points up for grabs. Brokers holding many points look like shiny bait. The 10-0 score. Investors get jittery. Index points up for grabs. Bad day for Annual and his investors. More points in the vault. Points in the open. It's a hostile market for Annual Corp. And there's the bell. 10-0 win. Disappointed expression. This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host. The Index opens for capitalization. Broker down. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. That Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points! Will they make it to the vault? Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Big capitalization for Annual Corp! Broker down! Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket! Capitalization! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! And there's the bell! Market upset! Tenno win! Sark hides from boss! Investors, ready your brokers! The index is about to open! An eruption of chaos on the trading floor! Broker down! For Annual and his investors. And there's...
Oh, by the void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that and I'm going to have to ask Fraud Beck for a loan.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work. Fine, I screamed at him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glast, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is. All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. By the void, ring the bell.
Investors nervous, brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. An eruption of chaos on the trading floor. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
What was that? This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Index points up for grabs. Eyes on broker with many points. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Broker down. That's brokers in the red. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Points in the open. Them taking big hits on the index. Bad day for Annual and his investors. Brokers, trading is complete. 10-0 win. Disappointed expression. Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open. Let the trading begin. Exciting! Index points up for grabs. Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Index points up for grabs. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Broker down. Annual Corp pulls ahead. Delightful. Capitalization trending up. Broker down. That's brokers in the red. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. I smell a rally. Bad day for Annual and his investors. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. And there's the bell.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings. An eruption of chaos on the trading floor. Broker down. The Tenno score! Investors get jittery! That's brokers in the red! Points in the open! Index points up for grabs! I smell a rally! Index points up for grabs! Can the Tenno fend off Nets brokers to rise to the top of the index? It's a hostile market for annual...
Glast, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the index. You're in the big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
And the index closes!
Success. We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Anu. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make them all nervous. If Anu loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away, and we'll have failed the Myconians, failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
Investors are eyeing those drop points. Points in the open. Index points up for grabs. look like shiny bait. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Watch those margins. I want you in the black, but not by too much.
And the index closes!
Ringers! Nobody brings ringers to my index! Get out of here, Glast!
Excited mood! The index begins soon!
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make the mark nervous. If Arno loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away, and we'll have failed the Myconians, failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
Broker down!
Investors, welcome to the index. May the void bless your precious credit.
Index points up for grabs! Bad day for Annual and his investors. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization. Broker down! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Watch this broker with a fucking load of index points! Will they make it to the ball? Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Got 'em! Right into finances! Brokers, trading is complete! Market upset! Tenno win! Sark hides for boss! Excited mood! The index begins soon!
This is it, Anyo. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Ah, did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Broker down! Eyes on broken with many points! Risky move!
Watch those margins. I want you in the black, but not by too much.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index.
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the Void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the Void's will. From the Void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triuna.
Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points! Will they make it to the ball? Investors are eyeing those dropped points! That broker wants a bonus! Broker down!
Slow down, Tenno. Don't exceed the point spread.
And the index closes!
Ringers! Nobody brings ringers to my index! Get out of here, Glast!
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make the Mark nervous. If Anyo loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away, and we'll have failed the Myconians, failed Niwa. Keep your victory within this margin.
Points in the open! More points in the vault! What a transaction! Points in the open! Points in the open! Annual Corp on the comeback! Index points up for grabs! Got him! Right in the finances! That broker's carrying a lot of points! This is a risky transaction! Appropriate expression! Trading's over!
Congratulations, Dano. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
This is it, Anyo. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Ah, did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
Points in the open! Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling! Neff taking big hits on the index! Investors are eyeing those dropped points! Points in the open! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Points in the open! Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! Annual Corp is working its way out of debt! Points in the open! And there's the bell! Tenno wins! Disappointed expression! This is the Index! I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the Void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the Void's will. From the Void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triuna.
Index points up for grabs! Points in the bank mean credits in the pocket! Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Points in the open!
The Void has spoken to me, Glast. I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind. If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glast, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine. So, what do you say?
I'm in.
Papa said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
Niwa is the Triuna.
My dear Glast, why are you so eager to tempt ruin for a little girl? You'll soon see how the Void favors my fortune above yours.
Wealth has no purpose until turned against suffering. I'd wager more if I had it.
Your winning streak stops here. The index is mine, after all.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index! The index opens for capitalization. Index points up for grabs.
What is this? What's going on? Anyo, swear on the Void that you're not cheating.
My dear Glast, I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about.
Keep fighting, Tenno. I'm investigating the source of these anomalies.
Broker down! Market upset. Points in the open. Trading over.
Glast, it looks like your crack team of brokers just cracked under pressure. Now I'm in the black, and And you're facing financial ruin. A deserving end for your contempt of the corpus way of life. They made you what you are. You deserve bankruptcy.
Urgo's suspicions are correct. Neff cheated. You are here to steal the control codes to Neff Anyo's traps. Only then can he be defeated in the Index.
Tenno, I need not remind you there is little margin for error. The fraudster cannot know we have gained the upper hand.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. This isn't a code, it's something else. A recording from Niwa. Tenno, continue with your mission while I decrypt this message. You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry. This is it. We have the code.
You have executed the plan beautifully. Get ready for your next battle on the Index. The outcome promises to be much different.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. You got it. The data is still intact. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by rusting robots, and the Triuna will be lost forever.
Ergo, what is this
Triuna is the Myconians' chosen one.
How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by rusting robots, and the Triuna...
It's likely. The Myconians may be carriers with ancestral resistance to the infestation. Or they are merely keepers of the flame, perpetuating a weaker strain through this ritual.
The infested fear hybrids.
They do, and so the Myconians harvest them without violence. That is their way of life. Eventually, the Triuna succumbs to the burden, and so they must pass it on, and on, lighting a new torch before the other fades away.
Fades? You mean dies. We could cure her before that happened.
What an extraordinary gift! No Triuna would ever want to lose that. They live in honor, to serve their people, for the greater good.
But they're only children.
It's over, Glast. I have everything I want. Niwa is mine, and the sequence's president is in ruin. You have nothing to wager that interests me.
The Myconians do. An old war relic will be our wager. In a way, a product of the void. Something you might have more than passing interest for. Am I right?
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
All or nothing. Held in escrow. Are you in, Neff?
Yes. By the void, I'm in.
Excited mood. The index begins soon.
I've grown tired of this, brokers. Dish out your humiliation so I may retire to counting my riches.
Points in the open. Points in the open. Broker down. Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling. Points in the open.
Wait, what is this? Play fair, you metal wretches!
Broker down. rally drives annual corp confidence down, down, down. Broker down. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. And the index closes.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open.
Brokers? How are they winning? By the void, this is my index! This shouldn't be possible!
Don't you recognize the free market in action, Mr. Anya? Allow my brokers to teach you how it's supposed to work.
Broker down.
Brokers? What's going on? Are you trying to get fired?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Index points up for grabs. Points in the bank mean credit in the pocket. Big capitalization for annual corp. Broker down. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. That broker wants a bonus. And the index closes.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
This is the index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host.
Glast, what have you done?
I guess the odds aren't in your favor today, Neff.
Broker down. Got him! Right in the finances! Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Points in the open! Tenno rally drives annual corp confidence down, down, down. Broker down. Eyes on broker with many points. Risky move. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Welcome to the index. May the void bless your precious credits.
Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Neff brokers in the red. Broker down. Can the Tenno fend off Neff's brokers to rise to the top of the index?
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
And there's the bell!
Well, well, look at that. Even a loser can win a coin toss now and then. Now, let's say we do a rematch. I'll throw in some of your old holdings in Eris.
I think we'll cash in now, Mr. Anyo. Don't want to push our luck too far.
What? No, wait just a moment. I have an exciting wager for you. Ore discoveries in the outer sectors. And to up the ante, a new squadron of Bursas, hot off the assembly line. What do you say? Are you in? Hello? Answer me!
Lotus, you may now return the child to her people.
She could be cured. Why return her? So she lives a shortened life surrounded by monsters?
Surrounded by family, her people who honor her. Are you really going to impose your own values on these people you don't understand?
She only thinks this is what she wants. What you call tradition, others call indoctrination. If she comes to the relay and is cured, she'll be free to return to her people if that's her choice.
And the Myconians? Without the passing, their way of life will end forever. Their skills, their traditions, wiped out by a powerful outsider.
They'd have to adapt, yes. We'd do our best to protect them, as we do for all that suffer. Tenno, you've lived through similar obligations. What would you choose for Niwa?
I've returned to my people, but I've decided I will be the last Triuna. I want a future where all of the children can be happy. A new tradition. Papa is so proud of me. The last Triuna and greatest of all. The one that changed Myconians forever.
Air smell good. Clean.